female voice, male voice, lolly voice, monster voice.
Okay, ang time check natin, medyo malalim-lalim na rin, pero huwag kayong problema, kahit abot tayo ng alas 12 pasado, kahit palaw na, basta ma-plugging ko lahat po ang aking kandidato, no? Okay, ang time check natin, 32 minutos, pasado na alas 9, 16 po ng Abril 2025, and then gabi po ng Miyerkules sa gabing ito, no? Okay, babati tayo muna. Magandang gabi. Good evening. Okay, sa mga minority, majority dito sa Barm Region. Okay, boboto rin ito, mga ito. May karapatan bumoto po ang mga minority, no? Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, no? Okay, makinig kayo sa mga sinasabi ko. Okay, yung mga kandidato tinutulungan natin, no? Ayan, shout out sa inyo lahat. Kumusta kayo? Okay, sabi ni Claire Castro, okay, hindi raw tayo mahirap, no? O hindi raw tayo mahirap. Sila, okay, hindi po mahirap sila. Kasi malapit sa kusina at saka sandok na lang mga suki, mga kababayan, no? Okay, malapit sa kusina. Okay, sa loob po ng Malacanang mga suki, no? Ayan, so mag-intro muna ko. Okay, dito po sa unang balita. Okay, sa ADLSN TV News Online. Okay, sa kanyang ADLSN TV Consolidated News Online din. Live pa. Okay, sa kanyang banner program ay news program live. Okay, sa halo-halo special opinion balita at iba pa, no? Ika 14 years na. Okay, tayo magkasama-sama mga suki, no? Okay, sa programa ito. Mahabang kasaysayan na po ang programa natin, no? Okay, nakaitim pa rin ako. Simpatya po. Okay, kay Inday Sara po at saka Amy Marcos, no? Kasi nakaitim sila nung in-endorse po. Okay, ni Sara Duterte, no? Ni VP Sara Duterte. Ayan, sa kanyang media outfit, ADLSN TV News Corporation at saka media, multilink media, napakarami mga suki, no? Okay, hindi ko nasabihan kayo kung saan po kayo mag-click. Kung saan po ang kursunada nyo mag-click mga suki, no? Ayan. Okay, may sinabi rito, first, may statement dito si Amy. Okay, describes si Senator Quezzo, no? Okay, Senator Quezzo, Chase Escudero as an ambitious. Bakit kaya nasabi niya mga suki, no? Ang tanong ko sa iyo, Madam Amy Marcos, sino bang si Kumar? Okay, Kumar. Okay, nakadikit sa kanila sa kapatid mo? And then ito si Jesus Escudero. Okay, si Senator Jingo Estrada. Sino pa ba yun? Si Lisa Marcos ba yun? Kasama? Sinong, okay, sino itong Kumar? Indiano ba yan? Okay, anong trabaho niya? Okay, nakadikit po sa mga, okay, mga VIP natin, mga leader natin, no? Okay, sino si Kumar? Yan ang tanong ko sa iyo, Senadora Amy Marcos, no? Okay, saan ang salamin ko? Basahin ko mo itong maikling balita lang. Okay, bakit nasabi po ni Amy Marcos, number 39 sa official ballot. Bakit nasabi mo ito? Okay, Madam Amy. Okay, mahirap okay, kapkapin ko pagbasa kasi napakalit na po ay maliit na yung pagbasa ko sa mga letra, no? Okay, Senator Amy Marcos has described Senate President Francis Escudero, okay, as ambitious. Ambitious daw mga suki, no? Okay, after, okay, failing to get the letters, okay, support, okay, to cite in, okay, citing in contempt, one of the, okay, ayan po mga suki, no? Resource person pala, resource person during a hearing on the arrest of a former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, mga suki, no? So, yan po. Describe po ng Senador Amy Marcos, number 39 sa hashtag niya. Okay, Amy described Jesus Escudero as an ambitious. Ayan po mga suki, mga kababayan, no? Okay, basta politika, may minsan magkaganyan na po mga suki, no? Okay, nakuha ko na rin ng number ni Gringo Hunasan. Okay, dami ako pinalabas kanina sa aking page. Okay, yung mga campaign pamamagitan po ng social media, mga platform ng gobyerno diyan po sa ADLSN TV News Online Corporation. Ika-31 po ang kanyang okay, hashtag number 31 mga suki, no? Vote 31. Okay, Senador Gringo Greg Hunasan mga suki, no? So yan po, nakuha na natin ang number, no? Halos lahat nakuha ko ng number, pati si Pia Cayetano. Ayan po mga suki, mga kababayan, no? Okay, bago kong magpalawig ng programa, okay, ikuan natin po ang profile po ng okay, former First Lady 8 years. Okay, si Michelle Obama mga suki, no? Okay, that's why I advise them. Okay, kailangan po they don't to split, no? They should not, okay, to be separated. Former President Barack Obama, no? Kasi sayang po ang kanilang global influence, political global influence. Okay, kung sayangin nila ang pagmamahalan po nila mga kababayan, no? Hayaan mo, kung meron mga nakaraan na, halimbawa po nag-ana-ana si former President Barack Obama, hayaan na lang, no? Okay, mag-reconcile na lang uli. Kung may pangarap pa po itong si First Lady Michelle Obama. Valedictorian po mga suki, na? Matalino. Parehas sila matalino po mga suki, no? Kaya na-achieve nila ang maging presidente si former President Barack Obama ng 8 taon po mga suki, no? So, pakinggan natin, okay, para ay Ay, manok ito sa 2028 mga suki, no? Okay. Manok ito sa 2028. Ayan. Kung magkabalikan sila mga suki, no? Ayan. Sige po. Pakinggan natin po mga suki, no? Ayan. O, yakap-yakap sila mga suki, no? Itong si Madam, okay, Michelle Obama, former President Barack Obama, no? Ayan. So, muntik na maghiwalay, pero hindi na ata mga suki, mga kabayan, no? Okay, ang pangarap kasi, okay, ano pang hinahanap nila? Okay, milyonaryo na sila. Billionaire na sila. Okay, sa kayamanan nila. Okay. Pakinggan natin mga suki, mga kababayan, no? Ayan.
From the slums of Chicago to a position of power in the White House, she is not a movie star. She is not a politician, but her name is famous all over the world.
Why I thought my husband should be president.
Michelle Obama, the first woman of color to enter the White House as First Lady of the United States, not just one but 2 consecutive terms, became a living symbol of strength, intelligence, and pride. The woman behind the halo of former President Barack Obama has a gentle smile, a dignified demeanor, a brilliant career, and a fortune of up to $70 million. But is Michelle Obama's life perfect? Rumors of divorce have been shaking the news in recent days. Times of being caught up in controversies and pressure in politics. Now let's explore the lavish life and never-before-revealed truths about Michelle Obama, the woman who is not only behind a president, but also a legend. Michelle Obama's
Matalino po,
class
masuki.
Chicago. Michelle Obama, full name Michelle LaVaughn Robinson, was born on January 17, 1964, in Chicago, Illinois. Michelle grew up in a family that was not wealthy in the South Shore neighborhood, but was always full of love and discipline. Her father, Fraser Robinson III, was a city water plant worker. Despite having multiple sclerosis, still went to work every day without a day off. Her mother, Marion Robinson, was a devoted housewife, always putting her children's ed.
Makinig kayo magkape lang ako, no? Oy, magkape ako sa
Did you
tayo.
know they can help you fight off dementia?
Para magandang news
Thousands of
natin.
people are improving their memory every day.
Yan, no?
All by doing
Insulin
this odd
Plan
ASAP
Extract.
in the morning.
Okay,
If you or a loved one experiences
Brother
senior
Jones.
moments, like words getting stuck on the tip of your
Insulin
tongue,
Plan Extract.
getting lost in familiar surroundings, or struggling to recognize the names or faces of people you know well, then pay close attention. Because a recent study suggests that this distressing condition may have less to do with age, genetics, or lifestyle than we originally
Okay,
thought.
cut natin para
Here's the
kuha
problem.
na.
No matter what type of
Education first. Michelle did not disappoint her parents. She graduated as valedictorian from Whitney M. Young Magnet High School in
Valedictorian!
1981, a prestigious school for elite students. Not stopping there, Michelle continued to make her mark at Princeton University, majoring in sociology and minoring in African American studies, graduating with honors in 1985. At Princeton, Michelle not only excelled in her studies, but was also an active member of the Third World Center, an academic and cultural organization for minority students. She constantly fought for justice and a voice for her community. Michelle then attended Harvard Law School and graduated in 1988. During this time, she worked for the Harvard Law Clinic, assisting low-income tenants in housing litigation, demonstrating her ideals of justice and compassion. She is a symbol of a girl who overcomes all limits, breaks all prejudices, to affirm that the American dream is not a private matter. It is an opportunity for those who dare to strive and constantly move forward. Michelle's early career, a young aspiring lawyer. After graduating from Harvard Law School, the most prestigious school in the United States, Michelle Obama did not immediately enter the glamorous world, but embarked on a journey of self-questioning. What mark will I leave on this world? At that time, her father, a man she admired for his extraordinary willpower, passed away in 1991. A close friend of hers also passed away from cancer. The pain made Michelle look back on her life and career more deeply. Michelle decided to work at the law firm Sidley Austin in Chicago. After meeting and marrying Obama, Michelle left her job to begin a career in public service. She worked as an assistant to Mayor Daley and later as an assistant commissioner of planning and development for the city of Chicago. In 1993, she became executive director of the Chicago Office of Public Allies, which provides leadership training to young people who want to serve in the public sector. With her heart and intellect, Michelle has helped open doors for thousands of young people to find their path. In 1996, she joined the University of Chicago as Associate Dean of Student Services, developing the university's first community volunteer program. Michelle then went on to work at the University of Chicago Hospitals, in charge of community relations and external affairs, before becoming vice president of the Medical Center in 2005. Throughout that time, she continued to support her husband when Barack entered the State Senate, 1996, and then the United States Senate, 2004. The Obamas chose to stay in Chicago so that their two daughters could grow up in a stable and familiar environment. Michelle Obama continues to climb to the pinnacle of power. The First Lady of the United States, not just the President's wife. When Barack Obama officially became the 44th President of the United States,
Watch what eggs do to your brain. Did you know they can help you fight off dementia? Thousands of people are improving their memory every day, all by doing this odd ice hack in the morning.
United States in 2009, Michelle stepped into the role of First Lady, but she didn't just do the job. She redefined the role in her own way, thoughtful, determined, and inspiring. Michelle was initially hesitant to appear in public, worried about her daughter's peaceful childhoods, but she overcame her shyness to spread messages about education, race, women, health, and community. During her first few months as First Lady, Obama frequently visited soup kitchens and homeless shelters. She advocated for young people to become more involved in community service. During her 2 terms in the White House, 2009 to 2017, Michelle implemented policies that changed America. She hosted receptions at the White House for women's rights advocates and supported the economic stimulus bill. She announced 4 major initiatives as First Lady: Move, Reach Higher, Let Girls Learn, and Join Forces. Obama also advocated on behalf of military families and encouraged national service. Michelle strongly supported working mothers to achieve a better balance between career and family. The Obama family was awarded the Gerald Washington Memorial Founders Award by the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans in April 2012. Michelle was awarded the award again in May 2015, along with Jill Biden. She launched Let's Move, a campaign to combat childhood obesity and improve school feeding. Michelle launched Reach Higher to promote higher education for young people. She also founded the Let Girls Learn initiative to help girls around the world gain access to education. Obama has also been very active in supporting LGBT rights. In addition to her political and humanitarian work, Michelle was known during her time as First Lady for her great style and fashion sense. She became a global icon, appearing on the covers of prestigious magazines and loved by the public, not only for her looks, but also for her intelligence, personality, and kind heart. For Michelle Obama, being First Lady was never a goal. It was the result of a journey of living with purpose and dedication. And even after leaving the White House, she continues to inspire through her books, speeches, social activism, and community programs. The memoir, Becoming, a Global Phenomenon. In February 2017, after leaving the White House, Barack and Michelle Obama shocked the publishing industry when they signed a $65 million copyright deal, a record for their autobiographical duo. Michelle was included in the deal with her memoir, Becoming, and she immediately became a global phenomenon. Becoming sold 750,000 copies on its first day of release, a number that stunned the publishing world. But that was just the beginning. The book quickly became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring millions of people around the world, especially women and young people searching for identity and meaning in their lives. To date, Becoming has sold over 17 million copies, making it one of the best-selling memoirs of all time. Michelle Obama didn't just tell her story, she opened the door to hope for millions. Michelle Obama is currently worth $75 million, an astonishing figure for a former First Lady. After leaving the White House, the Obamas not only continued to influence politics and culture, but also quietly built for themselves a top-notch real estate empire, stretching from Chicago to Washington, D.C., and even the paradise island of Martha's Vineyard. The former president and his wife's first home was in Kenwood, In August 2000, when Barack Obama was still a rising politician, he and his wife, Michelle, bought their first home in Kenwood, Illinois for $1.6 million, a huge sum. The 6,400-foot wide house with 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms is a perfect blend of classic beauty and modern convenience. The interior of the house is exquisitely designed with luxurious mahogany bookshelves, polished granite kitchen floors, and a separate wine cellar, creating a cozy and classy living space. In particular, in January 2006, the Obama family purchased an additional 10-foot wide strip of land next door for $104,500, expanding the campus to 12,000 feet, about 1,115 square meters, providing a
Hindi po biro ang yaman nila, no?
garden space. Kenwood is not only famous for its
Talagang
houses,
mayaman.
but also for its friendly community and ideal living environment. The Obama family's
Have you heard of this brand new product that instantly cleans toilets without any scrubbing? It dissolves deep down toilet stains,
Okay na,
stubborn
okay na,
lines,
okay na.
and rust in seconds.
This choice not only reflects their refined aesthetic taste,
Ang
but
gandang
also
bahay.
shows their desire to build a sustainable and happy home. They then went on to own a super expensive mansion in Washington, D.C., home to the most expensive real estate in the world. Kalorama Mansion, Washington, D.C., the most luxurious. When Barack and Michelle Obama left office in 2017, they decided to stay in Washington, D.C., so their youngest daughter, Sasha, could finish high school. They initially rented a mansion in the Kalorama neighborhood, home to the world's elite and politicians, but they soon bought the house outright for $8.1 million. The villa was built in 1921 with an area of up to 8,200 square feet, including 9 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. The luxurious villa has a spacious garden, a classic library, and a security system that almost meets the standards of the White House. This is considered a miniature presidential palace in the heart of the capital, a place that is both luxurious and quiet for life after politics, but not too far from the center of power. The Obama family continues to cause a stir when spending a huge amount of money to own the most luxurious resort, Martha's Vineyard Resort Villas, Paradise by the Sea. In 2019, former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle made waves in the media when they spent $11.75 million to buy a beautiful resort located on the island of Martha's Vineyard, now so one known as the Tawisoza Paradise of the American elite. This is not just a place to rest, but a declaration of the high-end, private, and sophisticated lifestyle of the powerful couple. The entire estate is nearly 30 acres, more than 12 hectares, located along the romantic coastline, with direct views of the Great Pond and the Atlantic Ocean. The main house has a modern and classic architectural style, an area of nearly 7,000 square feet, more than 640 square meters, including 7 bedrooms, 8.5 bathrooms, and many open spaces connecting with nature. The living room is a dreamy highlight, soaring vaulted ceilings with exposed ceilings, a natural fireplace, and huge glass walls.
Ayaw na mamatay, no?
The sun landscape. The bedroom is quite haven, its own fireplace.
Grabe, mahal na mahal.
And panoramic bathtub. The home also has 2 guest wings, perfect for friends inside. Come back for you outside or outside amenities. Less than 5 resort and big escape doors, a boathouse, private beach, access water, perfect for summer days of boating, fishing, or meditating by the waves. All the tricks that accommodate dozens of
Kain tayo ng
the
seaweed.
garage only has room for 2 cars, which has led many fans to that the inside will have to rotate their parking schedule
Seaweed?
if they stay home for too long. Not only the Hungary,
Wala na,
the United States owns a remarkable car collection that reflects style and sophistication. Michelle owns exquisite car collection. Not for those who love space and absolute safety, the Chevrolet Circle in Michelle's garage is a testament to American practicality. The 2-liter V8 SUV can produce up to 420 horsepower and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 7.4 seconds. And for a large rear, the car is around 90,000 USD, but its solidity and grandeur are priceless in the eyes of those who value safety and power. No one can deny the appeal of SUV with a 5.0-liter supercharged E8 engine producing 550 horsepower. This is the perfect balance between performance and luxury. And the handcrafted leather interior design, top-notch entertainment system, fully smooth driving experience. This car, worth over $220,000,
Sarap ng seaweed, no?
is truly worthy
Matamis.
of the First Lady. Few people know that before entering the White House, Michelle Obama
Yes.
was Saab 900. For her, it was not just a means of transportation, but also symbol.
You can have it on your bag when you go out, and you don't have to worry about scratching. With this high-end leather material, it will not be scratched.
Basta video content ng Barack Obama.
Hardworking experience to rise from her working class roots. She said that every time she started her sob, she would remember her journey of overcoming her fate, from a black girl to the position of most powerful woman in America. During their time in office and after leaving the White House, one of the most powerful families in America, Barack and Michelle Obama and their children have always been protected 24/7 by the U.S. Secret Service. Not only by people, but also by the most advanced people. The Obama family's fleet of vehicles is not simply luxury SUVs or limousines, but is truly an old fortress. Among them, the most prominent are the armored Chevrolet Suburban, bulletproof Cadillac Escalade, and especially the Cadillac One, nicknamed the Beast that's been associated with Mr. Obama's term. The motorcade typically consists of 6 to 12 vehicles traveling in tactical formation, armed with rotations. Every time the Obama appear speeches to vacations on Martha's Vineyard, the motorcade makes a strong impression, both cool and not only confined to armored SUVs on the ground. The Obama family also owned by private jet, strictly protected by the U.S. Service, especially during the time Barack Obama was in office. During the 2 terms, President Obama and his family often flew on Air Force One. Boeing F-150 that is considered a second White House, floating in the air. The plane is equipped with a private electronic defense system and inside back, and of course, a team of experts, doctors, and ships. After leaving, the team participated in charity activities, international conferences, and vacations. During these trips, they often use luxury private jets, such as B-550 or on-market global expense. Planes are often funded by large organizations to ensure.
Okay, ang mga mga anak. Okay, yung mga third party kaya tayo mga yung mga PR expert, public relations expert. Okay. Kaya gumawa na para mo na popularity, no? Matulad ay di mabigyan sila ang pagkatao nila. Ganun nga sa Amerika. Ayan. So, mga expert. Ayan. Video content.
Convenience and security. For example, in January 2016, after the Barack Obama project, Michelle Obama has expanded her activities into the business sector by co-founding and participating in several local companies' brands. Founder of Easy Nutrition and High Brand Michelle Obama founded Easy Nutrition, food and beverage company with a...
Okay, mag-plugging muna ko habang very plus pang hindi no. Hindi naman sila sa utas. Babalik natin no. Okay, plug na sila. Okay, una pa rin sa ating plugging. Okay, ano? Break tayo. Okay, ang kape ko kumain ko na ADLSN TV News Online, no? Okay, kaya klase na kape. So, sa Basilan na, aking probinsya, Basilan Province, okay na, okay, si Ronian, no? Okay, Ronnie Hantian, ayan. Okay, nandito tayo sila, ay, kailan po magkakuha ng suporta ng sa Island Municipality, and then Submissive Municipality, okay, kasama po ang kayo po, then, Municipality, ano, Arbar po, tuburan po ng Akbar, Arbarca Municipality, okay, matanggal po kasi, yan, no? Ronnie Hantian, and then, ang municipalities. Okay, kasama po ang Central Municipality, maraming pinapakil, pamaday, ang mas po na 50 po municipality, no? 50 po patter. Ginawan po ng mga Israel family, no? Ay, namakan po, patang yun. Okay, sa tipo, no? Ayan, so yan po na, Maronti yan po, area niyan, territory niya. Okay, kasama ng lamitan, siya ng lamitan. Okay, kasi mga yan. Okay, nagsuso na garli, no? Okay, so, punta po sa municipality. Proper, okay, Madyo Municipality, kasama ng Masuki, no? Okay, so, dapat po makakuha ng majority votes kasi ano, siya ng mga kumisatin magpala ng mga inbox okay, mga kay po ang pagbuna uli okay, sa board member, no? Okay, pamabilis kasi mabait daw okay po pwede ko itong si Movin Hantian, no? Movin Ronnie Hantian, inulit ko okay, number 4 sa Blota. Okay, so tandaan, pag namahay Ron yan, kasi bagong movie Ron yan. Bakit yung okay, dapat naman na Ron yan. So, para maalala, ma-recall, okay, hindi mawala sa priority vote, Ronnie Hantian. Ayan. And then, number 1, nakuha ko na number niya. Okay, itong si Alet. Ito ang ginamit niyan, no? Alet. Okay, Ismail. Alet Tamad Ismail ko eh. Okay, Alet Mustafa.